I live alone in a small apartment. It's nothing fancy, but it's my space, my sanctuary. I've been here for 2 years now, and I know every inch of this place. Or at least I thought I did. It all started 3 nights ago. I woke up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and as I walked into the hallway, I noticed something odd. A door. At the end of the hallway. A door that had no reason to be there. It was brown, with details, unremarkable, but I knew it hadn't been there before. At first I thought I was just half asleep, maybe imagining things. So I went back to bed, convincing myself that it would be gone in the morning. But when I woke up, it was gone. I spent the entire day trying to shake the feeling that something was off. I told myself it was a dream, a trick of the mind, but deep down, I knew what I had seen. Then, the following night, the door came back. This time, I couldn't ignore it. I walked closer. The air around the door felt heavy, almost electric. I reached out to touch the handle, but the moment my fingers got close, a chill ran down my spine, like the kind of cold that settles in your bones. I pulled my hand back. Why was I so scared? It was just a door. Maybe it was some hidden access the landlord forgot to mention, but it made no sense. It wasn't there that morning. I decided not to touch it, to just leave it alone. But the idea of it being there, standing silently at the end of my hallway, made my skin crawl. The third night, I broke. I grabbed a flashlight and a baseball bat, just in case, and I approached the door. This time it was slightly ajar. A strange smell wafted out, like damp earth mixed with something metallic. I knew I shouldn't open it, but curiosity got the better of me. I pushed the door open. Behind it was a staircase spiraling down, much too deep for a building with only 3 floors. I started descending. Each step creaked under my weight. The further I went, the stronger the smell became. I wanted to turn back, but some presence maybe, was pulling me deeper. Finally, I reached the bottom, but there was nothing there. Just a long, dark hallway stretching endlessly into the void. I called out, "Hello? Is anyone there?" My voice echoed, but no reply came. Then I heard it. Footsteps, not mine. Something was moving in the darkness, slow and deliberate, heading toward me. I didn't wait to find out what it was. I turned and bolted up the stairs as fast as I could, heart pounding in my chest. I slammed the door shut behind me. Since that night, the door hasn't come back. But sometimes, in the silence of my apartment, I hear scratching, as if something is trying to return.
I've lived alone in my apartment for years. It's a quiet, unremarkable place in a mostly empty building. Nothing strange has ever happened there, until last night. It was around 2 a.m. when I woke up, feeling off. You know that sensation, like someone's watching you? My room was dark, lit only by the faint glow of the street lamp outside. Everything seemed normal at first, but then I noticed it. The door to my bedroom, it was slightly open. I'm absolutely certain I closed it before going to bed. I always close it. My heart started to race, but I tried to calm myself. Maybe I'd forgotten. Maybe the latch didn't catch properly. Simple explanations, right? I got out of bed to check. The floorboards creaked under my feet as I crossed the room. My eyes kept darting to the shadows in the corner, half expecting something or someone to move. When I reached the door, I pushed it open the rest of the way and peered into the hallway. It was empty, silent. Still uneasy, I decided to check the rest of the apartment just to be sure. I grabbed my phone for light and headed to the living room. The kitchen was quiet, the front door locked just like I'd left it. Everything seemed fine. I was about to turn back when I heard it. A soft creak, like the sound of weight shifting on wood. It came from my bedroom. My stomach dropped. I was just in there. There was no one. I stood frozen for what felt like forever, staring down the dark hallway. Then, as quietly as I could, I crept back toward my room, phone light trembling in my hand. When I reached the doorway, I stopped. The air felt heavier, like it was pressing down on me. I scanned the room with my light. My bed was just as I'd left it. The closet was closed. Nothing seemed out of place. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Then I noticed the closet door. It wasn't closed all the way anymore. My throat tightened. I knew it had been shut when I left the room. I stepped closer, every instinct in my body screaming at me to turn around and leave, but I couldn't. I needed to know. I needed to see. I reached for the handle, my hand shaking as I gripped it. Slowly, I pulled the door open. It was empty. No clothes, no boxes, just an empty black void that shouldn't have been there. My flashlight barely penetrated the darkness, and the deeper I looked, the more it felt like the shadows were moving, curling, watching. And then I heard it. A voice. Quiet, almost playful, but dripping with malice. Found me. I stumbled back, dropping my phone as the closet door slammed shut on its own. I scrambled to pick up my phone, the light flickering wildly as I backed toward the bed. My chest was tight, my breath coming in short, panicked gasps. The closet was silent again. But I wasn't alone. I could feel it. Something was there, in the room with me,